Viewers, right, and swap this meter for that little Lannis and Gaia. This one doesn't, these ones don't seem to advance, give me an actual reading. So, I'm not really all that practical for what I need it for. I've only got about 6 or 7 of these anyway. They're all partially, and the rest are all, they're partially mesh and screws and terminal covers, and there was more then. I've got a heap of these, so they've all been stripped down for bloody parts and scrap. So, I've got plenty of bloody terminal screws to spare there, and those brass things are awesome for my capacitor banks. Look at that. They'll fit my capacitor bank. So it's a good thing I can keep these digital meters for these sorts of parts. Some of my email meters may have one of these that are damaged, or screws might break, and I can replace them with these, so I've got spare parts for all the meters. I can clamp those down and clamp a subject in there, and I would say there's copper wire from getting eaten up. Perfect. Sweet. Nice chunky brass connectors for my capacitor banks. Anyway, I'm going to transfer the wiring off this onto here. See how good this works with a little check meter. This is way more advanced. I've only got 2 of these. I've noticed both are slightly different. Doesn't have the button, this one does. This one's an AGL, that one's an Eastern Facilities Management power company. Don't know why some had that feature and some didn't. Which is that button behind there when I tore this one here, which goes to here, which is sealed off on this one. This doesn't have a little circuit board under there. Actually, there's a length difference on these terminal covers, I think. Yeah, they are too. This one's longer. Oh no, they're the same. No, they're the same. It just doesn't have an add-on module under there. Interesting to know what the hell I could do with this bloody module though. So you've got voltage taps on here, and I think you can actually monitor the phase of each of these. So there might be one phase input, one onto the phase output, and that's 12 volts or something. The RST32 backup battery, and this is for your communications in your computer. Sends it to your to a bloody computer, logs it all. These connectors are useful. These are actually hard to get. Anyway, let's transfer the wiring over. See how well this works as an actual meter. It actually advances a lot. One's ready for installation now. Alright. Good if this company was still making the meters in Australia. This would have been a good manufacturer for smart meters that I was still making them here. Especially this solidly built. But unfortunately the government costs and the taxes forced all manufacturing offshore. Same of bloody Holden and Toyota and Ford, which I'm not happy about. They can't make nothing in this country. Yeah, Sonic Bakelite. Good stuff. Look at this time switch. Ta-da! It is a car production. Year manufactured 2012. Not even a year old, and I've already taken it out and thrown it like a bloody football. Gonna have to replace the casing on this one. There we are, 50 amp one. This one, no, this is 30 amp actually. Huh. I don't know, it must have been 50 amp. Let's see what this was like powered up. The backup battery doesn't actually have the screen on though. Yeah, little high resolution display. But it works okay. Here we are. Works alright. I wonder why we're taking it to service so damn quick though. 2012, it's only barely a bloody barely a year in service, and it already took it out. It must have been just a bit of surplus, so I didn't need it anymore. Okay viewers, well I've got another one of these Ozaki time switches. Sweet. Type T111A. Produced by Lennox and Guy Australia, 30 amp, 1 pole, 40 volt 50 Hz. This one does not seem to have ever been opened up and recalibrated. It's got the original seals on it. And no date code on that one. Property of Coburg City Council. Make sure that doesn't fall off on me. Interesting. It's a good thing I got more of these analog time switches. They are getting pretty bloody hard to find, so I've got to preserve these. Also, let's get back to storing the analog meters now. This BAZ needs help. Now I have to retension that glass rotating clip, which means I'm going to have to cut these seals for the very first time since 1956. Which is actually a BAZ, not a BAZ. It's got, let's see, 83,224 on a dot. 83,224 kilowatt hours on it. 10 to 40 amps. That's only a 520, so that one's obviously older. This is slightly newer. 230 volts, 400 volts per kilowatt hour, 1 phase 2 wire, 50 cycles. MK Proprietary Limited, Sydney and Melbourne. Property of State Electricity Commission of Victoria. Good old days. That one actually says the full electricity meter manufacturing. This one just says MK, so it's definitely newer than that one. So yeah, it has to be definitely early to mid 50s. It's got like a little code up there. N5430. Right at the very tip. I wonder if that's the actual manufacturing date. Interesting. 30th week of 1954. I wonder. Bit of sharper edges on these mouldings too, so a bit of a difference in this one. But let's get it cleaned up. No any dust and muck getting in there. No, I am going to reuse these. I did leave a little bit of length so I can re-solder these back and solder them back on. Replace 2 missing terminal screws. Great source of parts these. I've got an idea here. I reckon I could build a ZVS driver in here. And use one of these little ones, isolate them, or something here, power in, and the 3 inverter outputs to a big bloody chunk of windings for a big ass flyback. I can stick a good circuit in there for a ZVS. Make my own top cover and a fan and heatsink assembly in there. Yeah, I reckon. Good ZVS enclosure. Anyway, let's get back to this BAZ. It's the first time it's been opened up since 1956. Even though there's a bit of a gap, so the smell might not be the original air from 1956, so to speak. Now carefully do this. You don't want to chip the meter. So I'll carefully open this up. Make sure not to get any rubbish in there. Still smells brand new. It's got that vinyl varnish smell of fresh winding. So it's a good thing it still smells brand new in there. The seal's a little bit different to a normal cork seal. It's more heavy duty and dense, so that doesn't seem to have torn and gotten stuck, so that's good. So I'm going to push that down, just squeeze these back with the pliers. I've got to put a bit of black silicone on there though, so I'll have to take this off completely all the way and run a new bit of glue around it. Then again, actually, I think the original glue should be right. If I hold that down tight and squeeze these down tight, I reckon I should be able to get away with just using the original glue. Okay, I fixed it. That was a pretty easy fix. I popped those rivets out, straightened that clip and bent it to the correct shape so it springs down again and holds it. Then I just split those rivets and give them a good hit with my hand and a pin punch. Nice and hard, but not with a hammer because I don't want to risk breaking the bakelite of the glass. And that's pretty damn tight. It's a good repair. There we are. It's this one here fixed. Let's put it back together and give it a clean and a test. I'm ready for a test. I'll get my tape meter out. That's nice and straight. Alright. Crank the variac up. Both spot on the mark. Get set. A little meter. 40 amps. Fully loaded BAZ. Alright, let's see, get that going. 1 kilowatt hour. Let's see. Let's see if the tachometer that actually. Let's see if the tachometer will pick up the marks on these load wheels. No, doesn't work. Nothing to pick up from. Yeah, it's got nothing to pick up from. Yeah, the laser nearly got me the bloody eye. Reflected, nearly got me in the eye. Yeah, that's too dangerous. Too reflective. There's nothing to pick up the, there's no actual reflective strip, because the load wheels are continuously reflective all around. That tachometer is not going to work. It only has to work when there's a one reflective spot on a black or non-reflective disc. But so far, they're both advanced just on 1/10 of a kilowatt hour. Not quite, but they're on the mark. The BAZ, the load wheel's dead straight, so the shocking and stuff being dropped on it hasn't done any damage to its internals. From what I can see, at marks, looks like one of those EDMI meters have been dropped on it. Because that ceramic Bakelite does mark and scratch things and chip easily, so looks like they've been dropped on top of this. Oh, they go just about right. This one's accurate. Let it go for a bit longer. And again, I mightn't have the sequence right. So I think the 3-phase meter is actually measuring a bit more than the BAZ, which I think it is. Yeah, the actual the 3-phase meter is going a bit faster, so I mightn't have hooked it up correctly. Alright, I'll see if I can yeah, I might have to get another similar meter, I think. Yeah, I can only test a single phase meter against another single phase meter to get an actual good result. But that's a BAZ at full load. See if I can get a good shot of the load wheels. Let's adjust everything. Look slightly down on them. That's better. Should be able to see the load wheels moving now. Yeah, I think my my wiring circuit is definitely wrong here, because the 3-phase EMI was going faster. Yeah, I've got my sequence all buggered up, but it will be accurate. Yeah, why not? Let it go for a kilowatt hour. Yeah. Anyway, I'll cut this on a bit short. I'll take it off and give it a clean and a test. This could go all day, otherwise I'm only 4 minutes into this bloody test. Either way, we're halfway through, so another 4 minutes, it'll be 8 minutes of solid bloody kilowatt hour test. So let's turn it off and get the BAZ cleaned up and re-solder those lead seals, and that'll be it. Be all nice and shiny. Oh, it's all fixed. All nice and cleaned up and restored. BAZ. It definitely would have passed its accuracy test. So yeah, got most of what a gunk off the glass. Looks pretty good. I didn't bother shining it and cutting and polishing it too much, because I sort of wanted it to half look authentic. Anyway, that's it, all nice and restored. Seals have all been resoldered. Thanks for watching.